The Peshtigo man accused of stabbing his girlfriend to death will have to pay $1 million if he wants to get out of jail. Good evening, everyone. A Marinette County judge set that bond today during Brent Kaempf's initial court appearance. He's been charged with the death of Trish Washbish, who was an advocate for domestic violence victims. Fox 11's Bill Miston was in court today and heard the judge defend the bail.
This is the most extraordinarily serious offense for which anybody can be charged in the state of Wisconsin. And I believe that the state's request for bail in the amount of $1 million is completely appropriate.
Brent Kaempf appeared before Judge James Morrison by video from the Marinette County Jail.
Yes, Your Honor.
Kaempf said little by way of short responses to questions by Morrison.
Have you had an opportunity to review the complaint?
Yes, Your Honor.
Kaempf was charged with first-degree intentional homicide for allegedly stabbing his girlfriend, Trish Washbish. Police say Washbish's daughter found her body Sunday evening in the Peshtigo home the couple shared.
The defendant told police officers he was trying to go to Illinois.
The state argued for high bail because Kaempf was found sleeping in his car in Wauwatosa early Monday morning. A purple ribbon now hangs outside Rainbow House, where Washbish once worked as the interim director, lending a listening ear to domestic violence victims and even becoming friends with some.
It's a nightmare that I think I'm going to wake out of, and I can call her and talk like we always did, like friends, like sisters.
Carmen Hashimoto says she met Washbish about 10 years ago when Hashimoto was a client of Rainbow House. Hashimoto says she has known Kaempf for about the same amount of time.
Does any of this seem out of character for anything that's coming out of what happened that night?
This is unbelievable for me, for this to happen. I mean, I knew that there were some problems, but I never knew it would ever go to this extreme, never to this point.
Washbish's son declined to talk to Fox 11 following the hearing. Kaempf is scheduled to be back in court next week. In Marinette, Bill Miston, Fox 11 News.
Washbish was the interim director of the Rainbow House, a domestic violence shelter in Marinette. The shelter saying today that domestic violence can happen to anyone and never think anyone is immune. The shelter's statement went on to say that although it's understandable, it should not be shocking that domestic violence is perpetrated against an advocate or a police officer or a community leader. A visitation for Washbish will be tomorrow from 10 to 3 in Coleman, with her funeral and burial with military honors following. Her son says a candlelight vigil is scheduled for Peshtigo Saturday evening.